Your boy Savage, aka Sev Cisneros. You tuning in to Sev Lokes Hood Tales live stream 2.0. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Let's get to the politic. Big shout out to everybody showing the channel love. I appreciate the love and support. Monet, stay. Thank you for the interactions. So before I get started, man, I am no way in any form promoting the gang culture to anybody, the gang life to anybody. I'm just basically telling a story, through somebody that's lived experiences, somebody that's been through the process and, stages in life. And the road that I chose, it led me down some roads of, things I had to figure out because when it boils down to it, bro, when you're young, that's when you actually pave your road to what's gonna happen to you in the future. So before I even start, man, youngsters, make sure you guys are doing everything in your possibility to be successful because down the road you will pay for what you do when you're young. So if you put in good energy out there and you're getting your education and you're striving to do good in your life, man, you are going to get fruits of your labor down the road. But if you put negativity in your teens and you push an agenda of just being like the rest of the world, especially if you running with the wrong crowds and you running with people out there that don't have your best interest, you're gonna make mistakes, and your mistakes will eventually paint a road where down the road it comes back to bite you. And me going through that and experiencing that, I don't want that for nobody. Definitely not, bro. I want people to be prosperous and I want people to be successful. And one big reason is because I've lived it, man. I've experienced it. I went through the hardships. I went through the struggles and the craziness, man. And that's what it is. So, what up, Moon Boots? How you doing, Ma? Hi, salute, Rada. You know what it is. So let me talk about this subject, bro. I was talking to one of my homies that was in the gym, and we chop it up all the time, right? And he's a civilian. Like, this fool's not a part of any lifestyle or anything. And he asked me because he's like interested in my videos, interested in what I do. You know what I'm saying? And the content that I have. And to civilians that are not a part of that life, a lot of times people are interested and magnetic to that because it's just like a different world, something new. And he's interested, and he was bringing up a genre of music, and he was bringing up, 6ix9ine and, these fools that are in the Young Thug situation, and, all his homies snitching in that 6ix9ine going to snitch. And he asked me, and it was a genuine question. He said, is there ever, what? He said, is there ever, what up, Pistol? What's up, Marada? You know what it is? He said, is there ever a situation that, you might get, some pity on Talon? And what up? Mind your business. That's all I got to say. And I looked at him and I said, I learned from an early age from my mom. I learned from an early age from my mom when I was young, stop being a tattletale. So that was a moral and value that was put in me when I was a kid. I don't know if that's something that moms say to their kids anymore. Stop being a tattletale. Stop telling on everybody. Well, my mom did. And he was asking because of the situation with 6ix9ine, right? He wanted to really know because 6ix9ine, he likes the artist, he likes the music, and he's followed him. And how I took it, he's a fan, and he was really like, backing 6ix9ine's actions. Now, when I think about it, bro, is you always have to kind of do your research on what you're doing. And I know as younger kids, like, they're just trying to find themselves and they're trying to be a part of cool crowds and all this, but that's why it's so mandatory to not dibble and dabble with crowds that are out there and they're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? That they're just putting a lot of toxicness out there. Gang life, 100%. 100%. That's what kids are loving nowadays. Is everybody wants to be in this culture of gang banging, which the gang life right now is just so watered down and so toxic, bro, that you are never gonna benefit off of that lifestyle. I don't care how glamorous it is. I don't care how it looks. There's gonna be a destruction, bro. It's gonna be a situation where you're gonna be put in a situation where you might have to tell where you might have to tell, and to a regular person that don't really live by the code, probably nine out of 10 times they will tell. 9 out of 10 times they will tell, bro. And what I can say to people honestly, with an aspect of that, there's rules and regulations that there's no excuse for ever telling. There's no excuse for ever telling. There's no excuse for you putting yourself in them predicaments. So, you always got to think about what you do. You always got to think about what you do. So my best advice to a lot of people out there is just don't be in them situations. Don't put yourself in them situations. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in a situation where you will have to tell. That eliminates a lot of situations out there, bro. Don't go over there. Don't even think about it. Look at my dogs on standstill right now. Taking yourself out of them situations before they occur. That's how you won't ever have to tell, because you'll never be in them predicaments. People are gonna have to realize, man. People have to realize. I agree with that. Don't put yourself in them situations. And to be 100, how you don't put yourself in them situations, bro. You just be a normal person and do normal activities. It's not already, Mr. Carter, you know what it is. It's not bad to be a normal individual, man. It's not bad to be an honorable person in society. It's not bad to just chill and just be normal. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's smart. That's what the smart people do, man. If I could go back and change it, I would have. I would have definitely just been a normal person. I wouldn't have to go through all the hardships that I've went through, man. It's an aspect that I wish I could get back. But from here on out, you won't catch me partaking and acting like, it's cool to be in a lifestyle that don't have no benefits for you, don't have love for you. There's nothing that lifestyle bring that shows you love, and it's gonna push you, to bettering yourself. As people, we're supposed to better ourselves. As people, we're supposed to, learn from our mistakes and better ourselves, man, and teach people around us what can you do for your community, what can you do for your family. Like, real talk. What up, Ghost Loke? What's good with you, man? And it's wild, bro, because like, when I look at the situation with 6ix9ine, right? I look at the situation with 6ix9ine, and you look at him being a follower. You look at him doing everything to follow a lifestyle he had nothing to do with. He didn't come from that, and when he was portraying it like to everybody that ever looked at his situation and pretty much followed him. He was portraying that aspect and that lifestyle that he didn't have to. He didn't have to get himself caught up in that. But at the time, it was glamorous. At the time, he thought it was cool. And he went through. You came out here? TGIF. I guess I'm getting off, guys. It's like 2 minutes into the live, but hold up. I'll walk and I'll talk a little bit, but I guess wifey wants to do wifey things and be a family right now. I just, I have 2 minutes and then I'll be off. So why this even came up and it was a subject is because I watched a documentary on my city and state, and a lot of stuff has hit the upper ground for what I thought was different. There's a lot of people working with the laws, working as narcs. And that just goes to show you, you never know pretty much who you're around. But what I can say is this, man. Before you make mistakes in life, youngsters, all the fools that portray this aspect, and even the cool dudes on here, just regular dudes that like to be in toxicness, that, you know, like to be in them behaviors. They don't even have to be the gang culture. It's just anybody that's trying to be something that they're not. It will all catch up to you. In order not to be in a situation where you would have to tell, you can just eliminate that from an early age, and you'll never have to tell. Just do that. Just, if anything, you don't take anything out of this video, set yourself up for good things. Set yourself up for goals and being successful, because you'll never have to tell. You'll never have to be forced to tell. But when you're living a certain life, you're gonna come in a situation where you might have to tell, because if you don't tell, your life is potentially getting locked up for the rest of your life. If you're around certain individuals and they're kicking up dust and they're putting in work and you're around them, they're going to come after you for being around them. So if somebody that you're around kills somebody in that lifestyle, you're going to get charged with murder too. Because, see, to murder, because you're around them. And then what does that force you to do? That forces you to tell, because they're going to hit you like, the only way you're going to get off of this is if you tell what happened. And then you're going to be thinking about it, and you're going to be forced to. And most people crack. But if you were never in them situations, you would never have to tell. You know, and that's all I got to say, man. Wifey's, she said that I have to walk these dogs, and that's what I'm going to do. It's nice out here. I didn't even know she was coming out, but we're out here, family time. Love y'all. Mile high salute. Ugh.